Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Rob. We're back again.
And welcome to PawnBroker 2020 on another PawnCast. Today's PawnCast, we're going to talk to you about loaning, basically loaning to live. And for me, I believe in selling to loan, not loaning to sell. And we've been in a lot of companies, we've done a lot of things, a lot of big companies. So I apologize in advance, but we're going to steal a couple of really great ideas. One of the things that I've always learned in this business is qualify when it comes to loans. And we use an acronym called NEHA, which really stands for needs, emotional attachment, the history of the customer, and their ability to repay. So if a customer comes in, the first question you always ask them, how much do you need? That's the main question. Then the second one is you look at, this is really nice. Gosh, this ring is nice. Where'd you get this? Oh, my father gave it to me, my father's passed away, or my father gave this to me and his grandfather had it. And now you know he's got an emotional attachment to it. And then find out the person's name, get their ID, look them up. If they've come back every single time and they're 100% redeemed customer, then how much do you need? And there's never a question. And then the last part is the A, which is the ability to repay. So do you have a job? Where do you work? How long have you been working there? That's great. Once I know those things, then the loan becomes really, really easy for me to do, because now what the customer needs is the most important thing. Or if they fail on those points, then it allows me a way that I can kind of step back and put the loan in a position or a place that I want it financially. So.
Absolutely. One thing I'd like to add on that is focusing on your sales floor. When you see the customer walk in, you've got to start your decision-making process at that point. This has got to be a quick decision. You've got to make that customer feel comfortable that you know what you're doing. You don't go to get your hair cut and somebody comes out with a weed whacker. You expect to get the service and professionalism coming into a pawn shop. So please, you want to focus on what can I sell it for if I have to alleviate it, and also what does that customer need, and that's where the needs come in. And sometimes these needs will override what you can sell it for, because let's face it, our pawn service charges really pay the bills. If you've got a strong loan balance, you've got a strong business.
And you can't make decisions for 25 or 30% of your loan balance based on just 20 or 30%. 85% of the people, according to the NPA, are going to come back and pick up the loans. So if you're going to have a 75 to 85% redemption rate, which is normal in the industry, then you have to base your information on that. Most of the time, the customer is going to come back. And when they don't, you have to have an exit strategy. But in the end, you have to pay attention. One of the first rules I learned, never walk away over $5. Never, ever. $5 isn't going to break anybody, it's not going to kill anybody, and it makes all the difference in the world, at least on that counter.
Absolutely. Remember, you're doing bridge loans for people for the most part, so right. $5 can make a huge difference.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to ask for more stuff. And by the way, if you have too much, don't be afraid to give it back. My history tells me that when you give people back, oh, you're giving me back jewelry? Sure, I don't need all that. In case you need it for the future, they'll always come back in and bring the extra jewelry back in and get more loan. It always works out. So you have to, again, think your way for the 75 to 85%, because most of them are coming back, and that's the money that pays your bills.
Absolutely, and as you're giving that piece of jewelry back, you may want to mention, do you need more money? What time of year is it? Because you're focusing on, loaning for the holidays, loaning for tax season. You need to make sure that not only customers will have the money to pick it up, but you'll have some extra come out so that you can do your retail. So don't be afraid to talk to the customer and mention, do you have a birthday coming up, anniversary? Do you need that extra money? You're here, let's take care of it today, because you know that jewelry means something to them and that they will pay it back in the long run. That's part of your exit strategy on a loan.
Yeah, be a forward thinker. For here in Florida, it's a 30-day loan. We hold it for an additional 30 days, and usually at the 61st day of non-payment, that's when it comes out for sale. So when I'm doing a loan, if I'm doing a loan in October, November, I'm thinking Valentine's Day. If I'm doing a loan in June, July, and August, I'm thinking Christmas sales and when our customers have money, and those things move for us. So I might be more inclined to go a little bit heavier on jewelry in October, November than I would in March or April, because I'm past the jewelry season, for Valentine's Day. So for me, I'm always thinking ahead. Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever holidays you've got, Christmas in July. A great example, you can move an item quick. Boy, if I can loan heavy and move the item quick, I'll do that all day long. And layaways I love. So for me, I'm always thinking about when I'm doing a sale, I'm selling that item so that I can loan again on it. I'm not selling it so it goes away forever. I'm always thinking about that loan piece, because in the end, wouldn't you say that's kind of really what drives our business?
That's the pawn cycle.
Yeah.
Many years ago, that's all you talked about. And remember, Dave made a great point with the $5. it may make a difference in somebody's life, but also remember who you're competing against. Marketplace, OfferUp, Let Go. It's very easy for somebody to sit on their sofa, sell items, and not come see you. So that $5 extra, not only does it go a long way with them, it goes a long way with making, building that relationship for future business. Whether it's a TV, piece of jewelry, take that into consideration when you're on that counter interacting with that customer.
Yeah, and in my head, I've never deposited a percentage in my life. I've always deposited $1. So when it comes down to me, if I can get rid of an item, put it back in the drawer, and put that money back out on the loan floor, I'm going to do it every single time because I can make a greater percentage month over month on a loan than I can on an item that sits on the floor. We're going to talk about this future episodes on the retail side, but you got to be thinking about turning that stuff over, turning it back into dollars so that you can loan it out, because a strong loan balance is what's going to make your business work. It's going to make your business successful. It's going to make your life easier, and it's going to help you. Where's that place we want to get to again?
Beach.
Ah, yes, it's always the beach. Always going to the beach. Yes, it'll make your life easier, and it helps you achieve the dream. So thank you for joining us today on PawnBroker 2020 on our newest Pawn Chat. Please text broker to 29288 with any future ideas you have, and opt in, and we'll let you know what's going on. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because Rob and I are going to be on there a lot. Take a look at our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, our social media presence, and like us, and stay active with us because we want to hear from you. We want to hear what's going on. Always, you can PM us anytime you want. Call the office. We're always available. So thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes of PawnBroker 2020 and the Pawn Chat.